Hi everyone, welcome back to the Mr. Rich channel. For those of you who are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on my latest trading strategies every week. Today, I'm sharing my trading journey, starting with just $160 capital, using a compounding strategy that I've personally proven to have a very high win rate. With this strategy, you don't need a huge capital to make significant profits, as long as you're disciplined and know how to read the market properly. All right, let's jump right into trading. All right, guys, this time I've decided to enter a buy position. The reason is because the red line has been broken by 3 consecutive bullish candles, which for me is a strong signal that buyers are currently dominating the market. Moreover, before these 3 candles formed, several previous candles were already showing bullish tendencies with large bodies and higher closing prices. This indicates a consistent upward push and makes me confident that the potential for the market to move higher is quite significant right now. For me, this kind of setup is a strong signal for continuing the uptrend, especially if it's also supported by other indicators like the MACD or moving averages starting to point upward. So, I've decided to follow the trend and enter a buy trade, because it's always safer to trade with the trend rather than against it. Let's watch together to see if this buy trade turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys, let's open the market again. This time, I've decided to enter a buy position. The reason is because, as you can see, this red line is acting as a strong support area. The previous candle dropped and touched the red line, but the next candle formed into a doji. A doji signals indecision between buyers and sellers, which means the downward pressure is weakening and there's a bigger chance for a reversal upward. For me, when a doji appears at a support level like this, it's a strong indication that the market might bounce back up. So, I decided to enter a buy trade, taking advantage of this potential reversal opportunity. Let's watch together to see if this buy trade turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys, let's open the market again. In this market, I've decided to enter a buy position. The reason is, just like my previous analysis, this red line is acting as a strong support area. This support level has the potential to bounce the price back up, especially since there hasn't been any candle confirming a strong move downward. The candles that have formed are still holding above the support, which is a signal that buyers are still strong in defending this zone. For me, this kind of setup is a good opportunity to enter a buy trade, because there's a high chance the price will rebound upward from this support. So, I decided to follow the trend and enter a buy position. Let's watch together to see if this buy trade turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys, let's open the market again. All right, guys. This time, I've decided to enter a sell position. The reason is because this red line is acting as a strong resistance level, where the price has previously bounced down several times whenever it touched this zone. And coincidentally, I'm also seeing a crossover happening on the moving average MA indicator, which gives me additional confirmation that the potential for the market to drop is increasing. For me, having a crossover signal near resistance is a powerful combination because it indicates that sellers are starting to dominate the market. So, I decided to enter a sell trade, believing that the market is likely to move down from this resistance area marked by the red line. Let's watch together to see if this sell trade turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys, let's open the market again and look for the next opportunity. Alright guys, this time I've decided to enter a buy position. The reason is because the candles forming in this market are all big green candles, which is a sign that the buyers are currently very strong. What caught my attention the most are the last 2 candles, which formed as Marubozu candles, candles with no wicks, indicating strong buying pressure with no rejection from sellers. Marubozu candles like these usually serve as a strong continuation signal, showing that buyers are completely dominating the market. So, I'm very confident that the price will go even higher, and that's why I've decided to enter a buy trade. Let's watch together to see if this buy trade turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys, let's open the market again. In this market, I've decided to enter a sell position. The reason is because after the price broke through the red line, the following candles have consistently been closing below the green line. This is a strong signal that the market is currently in a steady downtrend. For me, when the price stays below the green line after breaking support or resistance, it indicates that sellers are still dominating the market, and the potential for further downside is significant. So, I decided to follow the trend and enter a sell trade, because it's always safer to trade in the direction of the trend rather than against it. Let's watch together to see if this sell trade turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys, let's open the market again. Alright guys, this time I've decided to enter a buy position. The reason is because I've done a deeper analysis, and I'm seeing a potential crossover forming on the moving average indicators. On top of that, a crossover has already happened on the MACD, which gives me extra confirmation that the market is likely to move upward. For me, a double crossover signal on both the MA and the MACD is quite a strong combination, because it indicates that bullish momentum is building up. So, I decided to enter a buy trade, confident that the price will climb higher as the bullish trend gains strength. Let's watch together to see if this buy trade turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys, let's open the market again and look for a good opportunity. In this market, I've decided to enter a sell position. The reason is because I'm seeing a potential crossover forming on the MACD indicator. A crossover on the MACD is often an early signal of a trend reversal, or at least a significant correction, which makes this a good chance to enter a sell trade early. For me, spotting signals like this is crucial, because getting in earlier before the trend fully develops can help us maximize profit potential. So, I've decided to enter a sell trade, and let's watch together to see if this position turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys, let's search for another strong and epic market setup. In this market, I've decided to enter a sell position. The reason is crystal clear. This red line, which was acting as support, has been broken through by a strong Marubozu candle. A Marubozu candle like this shows strong bearish pressure with no sign of rejection, and it often signals that a strong downtrend is about to continue. So, I didn't hesitate to take a sell position and follow the momentum. Let's watch together and see if this setup brings us a profit. Okay, profit guys, it played out perfectly. Now let's open the next market and look for another great opportunity. Alright guys, this time I've decided to enter a sell position. The reason is because this red line continues to hold the price at the resistance area, meaning this level is still acting as a strong barrier that buyers are struggling to break. Moreover, I'm not seeing any signs of a breakout, since the last two candles have both closed back below the red line, giving me additional confirmation that sellers are still dominating this zone. For me, when multiple candles fail to break through resistance and keep getting rejected, that's a strong signal to go for a sell trade, because the probability of a price drop becomes much higher. So, I decided to enter a sell position, believing that the price will move downward from this resistance area. Let's watch together to see if this sell trade turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys, let's open the market again. In this market, I've decided to enter a buy position. The reason is because right now the market is dominated by big, full-bodied green candles, which is a clear sign that buyers are strongly in control. Full-bodied green candles like these are often an early indication that an uptrend might not just happen briefly, but could continue for quite a while, especially when they appear consecutively. That's why I've chosen to enter a buy trade as early as possible from lower price levels, to maximize profit potential if the bullish trend keeps going. Let's watch together to see if this buy trade turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys, let's open the market again. In this market, I've entered another buy position. The reason is simple but powerful. I'm just following the trend. The current trend is clearly bullish, and in trading, following the trend is always smarter than going against it. So, I've taken a buy trade to ride the momentum. Let's watch together to see if this setup brings us another profit. Okay, profit again. Let's keep going. Open the next market and look for another great opportunity. Alright guys, this time I've decided to enter a sell position. The reason is because the red line in this market couldn't be broken by the price. You can clearly see that the candle which initially tried to move up turned red instead and finally closed back below the red line. This is a strong sign that the red line is still acting as a solid resistance, and there's a high chance that the price will bounce down from this level. Besides that, even though there's an indication of a crossover in the indicators, I believe that crossover will fail, because the price action is clearly showing strong rejection at the resistance zone. For me, a rejection like this is a valuable opportunity, as it shows that sellers are still firmly in control around this resistance area. So, I've decided to enter a sell trade, confident that the price will move further downward. Let's watch together to see if this sell trade turns into a profit. Okay, profit guys. Now I'm going to check the market again. If the market looks bad, I'll stop. Because in trading, knowing when to stop is just as important as knowing when to enter. And it's clear, the market is no longer favorable right now, so I'm done trading for today. What an incredible journey. I started with a very small balance, and now I've reached over $540,000. This result didn't happen by chance. It's the result of a powerful compounding strategy that I personally use and teach. If you want to learn this strategy in detail and trade like a pro, join my VIP group. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another powerful trading video from Mr. Rich.